There are loves that heal you, and there are loves that mark you forever. The kind that leave no visible wound, but change the shape of every love that comes after. This was not a love story, this was a curse that wore the face of the most beautiful thing I ever saw. We met in the wrong season of our lives, two people made of edges and of knives, both carrying the damage of before, both swearing we would never love once more. But something ancient recognized itself, pulled us from the safety of our shelf, of careful distance, carefully maintained, and threw us into fire and called it fate. I should've known the first night, by the way, your smile contained a darkness and a day that couldn't coexist for very long before one swallowed up the other whole. The signs were there the way they always are, written in the falling of a star, in the way you flinched when touched too soft, in the way I love the things that cost. We were written in a language made for burning, two old souls with all the wrong things yearning. Every step toward you was a step toward ruin, and I took every single one, knowing cursed love, the sweetest kind of poison. Cursed love, fire with no horizon. I knew you'd be the end of what I was. Cursed love, and I loved you just because. Cursed love, you came dressed up in heaven. Cursed love, you struck me like 11 lightning bolts from a sky that had no warning. Cursed love, and I loved you every morning. We built a world that only we could enter, a dialect of two, a private center, where everything outside us lost its meaning, and the losing felt like finding, felt like freeing. But cursed things don't stay contained for long, they leak into the ordinary, into song, into the way the coffee tasted wrong when I made it for one after you were gone. You loved me in the spaces between loving, the way the tide love shore without approving of its own return, its own withdrawal, the push, the pull, the inevitable fall. And I mistook your damage for your death, the chaos for your passion kept returning to the burning like it purified, when all it did was hollow out my inside. We were written in a language made for burning, two old souls with all the wrong things yearning. Every step toward you was a step toward ruin, and I took every single one, knowing cursed love, the sweetest kind of poison. Cursed love, fire with no horizon. I knew you'd be the end of what I was. Cursed love, and I loved you just because. Cursed love, you came dressed up in heaven. Cursed love, you struck me like 11 lightning bolts from a sky that had no warning. Cursed love, and I loved you every morning. Lana, the curse was in the closeness. Lana, the closer that we got. Lana, the more I saw the darkness inside the beauty that I saw. They say that cursed love is still love, that even poison blooms before it kills, that even ruins were once architecture, that even grief is proof the heart still feels. I don't regret a single ruined evening. I don't regret the morning spent in grieving. I don't regret the version of myself that survive.